Hey, welcome back to the DVB channel. Today we'll be visiting the last match of the round robin. We of course have the sexy BlackWargreymon against the Imperialdramon. The Imperialdramon Fighter mode and the Paladin mode has finally made its debut in BT8. Fighter mode was one of the first few reviews and the hype of it actually died down as soon as more reviews came in. Paladin mode wasn't outright broken too, making it feel lackluster comparing to the secrets from the previous sets where we were introduced the glorious Susanomon and the devilish Lucemon, which is still roaming around in the meta. Without further ado, let's dive right into the game itself to discover how the fighter mode is against the BlackWargreymon. So starting off, we do have the Agumon being hardcore here to look at the top 4, picking up that Metal Greymon to hand, and we do see the Vmon being pushed out here. As you guys can see, with the new introduction of the Imperialdramon, we do of course get new Vmons, and these Vmons definitely do have different effects. And unfortunately, the jamming Vmon do actually hit into a Nokia, allowing the red player to actually call out the Agumon, looking at top 5 to pick out BlackWargreymon, but 2 security damage has been done. And we do see the new Vmon from the BT8 allowing you to look at top 4, allowing you to pick up a blue dual color card, in this case the Dual Tamer to hand. So that's a very nice plus there. And of course, we'll be pushing out the Dragon King Digimon, actually going for the Gravity Crush, which is a broken Hammer Spark, of course with its consequences. And we do evolve to the Metal Greymon, which does allow you to kill a 3k DP below. And we swing the Metal Greymon using the Dragon King effect or Cyclomon to actually kill off the other Vmon, and the bot is definitely wiped on the Imperialdramon player, and the Agumon is actually pushing the security damage here, pushing to actually effectively just 2 security already, and be going for the red memory boost and giving him the 2 extra memory thanks to that Gravity Crush and picking up that BlackWargreymon to hand. Definitely a very scary turn given that the Gravity Crush allow you to abuse that memory, because opener usually won't give you so much memory, especially if you don't have a tamer setup. So definitely the Gravity Crush did make a lot of plays there, and we do end the turn with the Dinosaur being hardcore here, which is actually quite popular, I would say, because it's just a 3 cost and it's 3 costs with a 5k DP body, but mainly because you do want to go for the Jogress. And we do see the memory boost being used here to actually evolve to the BlackWargreymon for 3 costs, thanks to the Nokia, killing off that Dual Tamer setup by the Imperialdramon player, so that's very unfortunate, and we'll be killing off that Dinosaur thanks to that Metal Greymon inherit, and I'll be restanding thanks to the BlackWargreymon and be hitting to a Davis there, and we top 3 reviews, 3 Vmon, and man, this is not looking too good for the Imperialdramon player at all, and we do end the turn with the BlackWargreymon. Preparing for the next few turns, he actually pushes out the Vmon and swing at the security, but then it's somewhat a misplay because you are very vulnerable to the BlackWargreymon thanks to that Metal Greymon inherit, and thanks to that Vmon dying, we actually do restand the BlackWargreymon due to his effect. And he does go for the Dual Tamer once again. As you guys can see, it's not looking too good for the Imperialdramon once again, because the BlackWargreymon, once set up on the field, if you're not going to deal with it, it's actually quite an annoying Digimon because it can keep killing off your bodies. And we do actually use the BlackWargreymon here to gain 1 memory to go for another BlackWargreymon. And then going for the Agumon hardcore, look at the top 4, and we do see a Greymon adding that to hand. And definitely game is over, and the Imperialdramon actually does concede. And for the second game itself, we do actually pass the turn in turn 1, not looking too good, without even hatching the Digitama because life is so grim. And we do see him actually evolving to the Vmon first, and to the X-Vmon, which you didn't see in the previous game at all, but I must say X-Vmon is definitely a very solid card, because it does have the inbuilt jamming, so you can go for the security first and then going for the Jogress evolution in the form of Imperialdra, racking up more attacks, and does give the inherit of the jamming. So definitely a very nice card. I'll be pushing out here and actually do go for the swing to draw 1 thanks to that Demi Vmon, and we do hit into a second Tamer, the BlackWargreymon. He does hardcore the Vmon though to look at the top 4, so he does going to pick up a blue Digimon here in terms of the Imperialdramon, which is a solid card because it is a green and a blue Digimon. And we do see the Agumon finally in nursery, evolving to the Cyclomon as well. And then actually going for the Crimson Blaze, which is also known as Koen, killing off that 3 bodies on the Vmon side. Man, that field burn is definitely very painful because he's actually hoping to set up more cards on the field, especially the Lightning Dra or rather the Imperialdramon he just picked up earlier, but all of that is being cleared away. But he's just going to go for an alternative plan here to evolve it in nursery. So if you guys didn't know, Imperialdramon can evolve in nursery because it does recognize Vmon in nursery. So that's a very weird, I would say, step back from what we learned about nursery. Basically, nursery won't recognize any Digimon, but in the sense of armor release Digimon, they actually do recognize the Digimon. So something strange there, but we do see the Imperialdramon not going for the second swing here because you want to play safe, and then going for the Dragon mode to pull out that Imperialdra and the Vmon out from the Digisource. with the Cyclomon being pushed out here, going for the security here to gain 2 memory thanks to the Marcus Demons. Doesn't die, so that's very fortunate on my end. Looks like we don't have a level 5 to follow up with, and we'll be hard calling the Agumon to look at the top 5 to search for some hope. We do hit into a Nokia here though, but I don't think I'll be playing it because it doesn't do too much. I'll be actually going for the Greymon, which is just a 1-cost evolution, and then going for the Crimson Blaze once again to kill off their Vmon and the Imperialdramon. Because after all, we don't want to deal with too much Digimons, and we are really hoping we do draw into a Meta Greymon as soon as possible. And he does hatch to a Demi Vmon here first to start things off for the turn, and then going for the Vmon evolution. He'll actually be going for the fighter mode here, which finally we do see in action. It does have a very strong on-evil ability, bouncing a 10k DP below Digimon to hand, and then using it to swing with 2 colors under his Digisource. It can actually withstand and also rest one of your opponent's Digimon. So basically a clear board here. And then he does go for the hardcore Vmon to pass the turn. And on his side of the field, we do have 4 attacks ready, and so we do have to respect that, and we definitely need to have answers for the Vmon or the fighter mode. So unfortunately, my deck list don't contain the reverse Gaia Force, or rather the Dark Gaia Force, sorry. And we are going to go for the Crimson Blaze to actually kill off the Vmon, so a much overkill I would say. And not dealing with the fighter mode, it spells a lot of trouble because fighter mode is the 13k DP Digimon, and I don't think anything in my deck actually deal with it. And we do actually see him swinging twice, putting my security to basically 0. And he's gonna go for a Dual Tamer here. And another Vmon hardcore because we actually use quite a lot of Crimson Blaze already, or Koen. And we definitely can't answer a flooded board. And I'll be actually pushing out the Agumon first, going for the Greymon for 2 costs. Actually going for the memory boost, pushes to 3 once again. Definitely a lot of doubts there, but we are actually going for the Agumon once again. Man, if you are still searching for cards at this point of time, things are looking very grim, and we do pick up the Greymon and the BlackWargreymon to hand. I'll be actually swinging at the Vmon to gain 2 memory thanks to that Marcus Demons. Actually, we do evolve the Cyclomon first to draw 1 because we actually top draw a Chimeramon, so we'll be going for the Jogress, which allows us to actually cure off that Vmon because we do minus 3k DP to the board. And still no answers to that fighter mode though, however. And to end things off nicely, we do evolve to the BlackWargreymon to actually cure off that Dual Tamer to, you know, show dominance some sort. And the fighter mode will definitely be swinging for game here, and we will be proceeding to game 3. So with the game 3, we do have Vmon starting first, going for the Dual Tamer already without any Vmon raised in nursery. Man, this is definitely not looking too good as a start. And we do actually have the Agumon and the Cyclomon set up ready, and we definitely have the tempo in this game as we do go for the Nokia to hardcore the Agumon to look at top 4, and we do pick up a Greymon as well as a BlackWargreymon. And we do see the Gravity Crush being put down. So what do you guys think? Is Gravity Crush an undervalued card? I would say definitely it is. And we do actually see the Dinosaur being hardcore here to actually pass the turn, but we do have Greymon for just 1 cost thanks to that Nokia. And I'll actually be hard calling another Agumon rookie to search for more cards in our deck. It'll be hitting to nothing here, so very unfortunate. He does start the turn with 2 memory, but however, thanks to the Dual Tamer, he does gain 1 memory because he does have a green Digimon, and I'll be going for the Davis Motomiya. He definitely want to search for a rookie here, but looking at top 3, he do see 2 fighter modes, and he can actually add them both to hand. Sadly, the party mode will be going down, but man, he's definitely not developing the board, and the Greymon is definitely abusing this opportunity, and going for the Greymon 1 cost once again here. Swinging at the security very bravely, we're hitting to a Vmon, so that's where all his Vmons are at, and definitely being much abused. And we're going for the Crimson Blaze here to actually prevent any potential plays from him because he does need to have a green Digimon and a blue Digimon to go for the Jogress. And we do see a Vmon and an X-Vmon in the nursery finally, but it's already turn 5 I would assume. He does hardcore the Stingmon, and because he doesn't have a blue Digimon in play, it is a 4-cost Digimon. But effectively this choked me at 1 memory here, so it will be limiting the amount of plays I will have. But we do actually have the nursery Digimon to draw first, of course. Swinging at the security once again, finally it does die. The Greymon has definitely dealt 2 damage. I'll be going for the Gravity Crush once again and going for the Meta Greymon for 3 cost. With nothing to de-evolve and destroy though, but I'll be swinging at security with a 10k DP and to draw 1. Hitting to a Vmon, so very fortunate on my end, using the Greymon to do the last damage as well. So all the Vmons are basically stuck in the security. I'll be evolving to that BlackWargreymon to kill off that Dual Tamer, I would assume, because that's the most threat the opponent can have. But definitely we should have considered a Stingmon, because as he moved out the XVmon, I do realize I might potentially have lost the game if he does have Imperialdramon. By just swinging the security first, drawing 1, but looks like he doesn't have it. Or maybe he has, but actually it's just a Chimeramon, so it's less of a threat, I would say, as compared to the Imperialdramon. And he does pick up the real Dramon to put the Digisource there to prepare for his Paladin mode. But will the Paladin mode ever even come, given that we do see it going to the bottom of the deck? I'll be going for the fighter mode here for just 1 cost, thanks to that 60% win rate. I'll be bottom decking the returning the Greymon to hand. I'll be swinging the security, because he can't actually stop the Agumon in the nursery from going for the game there, so that's very unfortunate. He does go for another swing at the security once again, not dealing with the BlackWargreymon because he can't answer, and it's going to be game over. Now this is the BlackWargreymon deck list you guys have been seeing for the past 3 games. And this will be the Imperialdramon fighter mode list that incorporates the hidden potential and 60% win rate. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and do consider subscribing, dropping a like and a comment if you guys do enjoy the content.